Israel declared its independence on May 14, 1948.
In 1948, there was a war between Israel and 5 Arab countries, as well as the Arab Palestinians.
In 1949, David Ben-Gurion became the first Prime Minister of Israel.
In 1949, Israel entered the United Nations.
In 1950, the Knesset passed a law of return, which gave the rights for Jews, people who have Jewish ancestors, and their spouses the right to move to Israel and obtain Israeli citizenship.
In 1962, after being found in Buenos Aires, Adolf Eichmann was killed for his crimes during World War II.
In 1967 was the Six-Day War. Israel fought all its neighboring countries, which was Egypt, Jordan, Syria, and Lebanon, who were aided by other Arab countries. When the war ended, Israel extended their borders, Gaza Strip and Sinai from Egypt, and the West Bank, Jerusalem, and from Jordan and the Golan Heights from Syria.
In 1967, the Arabs from the eastern part of Yerushalayim were given full Israeli citizenship.
In 1973 was the Yom Kippur War. There was a surprise attack by Syria and Egypt. This ended in a ceasefire.
In 1978, Israel and Egypt signed a peace agreement.
In 1980, the shekel replaced the lira.
1981, Operation Opera.
1982 was the first Lebanon War. Israel invaded southern Lebanon due to the constant terror attacks on Israel.
1984, Operation Moses. The Israelis brought approximately 8,000 Jews from Ethiopia to Israel.
1987 was the first Intifada, Palestinian Uprising from the Gaza Strip.
1991, Gulf War. During the Gulf War, there were missile attacks on Israel. People were forced to live in sealed rooms with gas masks.
Before, the peace agreement between Jordan and Israel was signed.
In 1995, Yitzhak Rabin, Israeli Prime Minister, was assassinated by Yigal Amir.
In 1997 was a helicopter disaster in Israel. 2 helicopters collided.
Aside from Israel leaving Lebanon's southern border and the Hezbollah cross-border raid, there was a second Intifada in 2000. There was a Palestinian uprising in the Gaza Strip and the West Bank against Israeli occupation of Palestinian territories. This quickly escalated into a violent Palestinian guerrilla campaign with numerous suicide attacks directed toward Israeli civilians and the State of Israel.
In 2002, because of the increase of suicide bombings among Israelis, they began to build the West Bank fence along the green borderline. In 2003, the first Israeli astronaut, Ilan Ramon, was killed on the Space Shuttle Columbia. It disintegrated during its re-entry to Earth's atmosphere. In 2004, the Israeli government gave back over 400 Palestinian Arab prisoners in exchange for the bodies of 3 dead IDF soldiers. In 2005, 25 Jewish settlements in the Gaza Strip and West Bank were evacuated. In 2006, Prime Minister Ariel Sharon fell into a coma and Ehud Olmert began to take over. In 2008, in response to the ongoing rockets in the Negev, the IDF forces conducted a large military operation in the Gaza Strip. In 2010, the largest forest fire in Israel's history took place. Over 17,000 people were evacuated. In 2011, after 5 years of being held in captivity, Gilad Shalit was released in exchange for 1,027 Palestinian and Israeli Arab prisoners. In 2014, Operation Protective Edge took place. Israel attempted to stop rocket fire from Gaza into Israel, so they launched a military operation in the Gaza Strip. And in 2015, after his victory at elections in March, Netanyahu formed a new right-wing coalition government.